I am still sick as a dog, but I don't care because this was worth it. Still, right now, 1 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, as we stayed up past midnight to watch this thrilling victory for the Miami Heat as Heat win 120-119 against the LA Clippers. Our first of many victories in that new arena into a dome in Inglewood, California. I saw it with my own eyes under construction. It is right across the street from SoFi Stadium. And it's truly a beautiful arena, modern type of arena. And the Heat got a massive dub against the Clippers. Massive dub. Because we've seen a return of Norman Powell against his former team that they traded away for, I want to say, Kevin Love, I believe, and Kyle Anderson. But it's worth it because Norman Powell did his thing. A lot of our Heat players were pretty good tonight. there were some pretty abysmal quarters. Like the second quarter was pretty bad. I want to say the even quarters were not that great. It what felt like too good to be true ends up being good to be true. You know what I'm trying to say? All right, you know what? Let's go over let's break this game down to tell you, to give you my point. It starts off with a bam layup and then this response was a Kawhi Leonard pull-up shot. Yes. Kawhi Leonard, even at his late stage, is still a darn good player, and I wish we have him on our team. But then the Heat went on a run. Next thing you know, this is mostly Norman Powell and Bam Adebayo. This was a 12-2 lead to start off. Then there was a Kawhi Leonard and one shot and all that stuff. James Harden with first of many threes. What was 14-5 ends up being the Lakers' lead, which was Kawhi Leonard's three-pointer. Derrick Jones with the shot, plus he had one, but he ends up missing it. Yeah, people remember Derrick Jones Jr.? I remember Derrick Jones Jr. Question is, do you? Yeah, I think you know who he is. Then the Heat made the comeback. Andrew Wiggins making the shots in. Davion Mitchell still pretty darn good. Now, unlike the Lakers game, the Heat were to tie it up and recapture the lead against the Clippers. Fontecchio with the three-pointer, and Andrew Wiggins followed up with the shot. The first quarter score ends up being 32-30. Solid quarter, right? Not so much for the second quarter. The second quarter, awful second quarter. Sure, we were outscored by 7, but the halftime score ends up being 71-66. Now, it may not be a whole lot, but there were some defendable plays where you couldn't capitalize on it. And this quarter is really like John Collins, James Harden, and yes, Brook Lopez is part of this team. He has a three-pointer. There was a really nice alley-oop dunk from Khalil Ware, which was a really nice dunk. How about Khalil Ware in this game? Shooting 3 for 3s? What is it, 3 for 3? Of three-point shooting? Let me double-check real quick. Because I know he shot at least 2 of them. Khalil Ware, coming off the bench, Khalil Ware, actually. Yeah, 2 for 2. Okay, so I was wrong. So he was perfect on the three-point line. Now, I would say I would love it to be part of the fourth quarter. Like, honestly, I still stand by to this day. He needs to be part of the fourth quarter. But he's still not. But yet the Heat won this anyway. Derrick Jones is making shots in. Derrick Jones with another dunk in. Plus the end one. David Mitchell with the 2-point shot. And he ends up missing the free throws. The free throws ends up being still nightmarish for the Heat, as there were so many free throws they could have put in. They just can't. Bradley Beal with 2 for 2 missing free throws, actually. Bam with the 2-point shot. And Zubac, I don't know how that shot even went in. That's a tip-in shot from Zubac. Man, he is just... I'm kind of surprised he didn't get the triple-double in this game. Because Zubac was the player, that top center, in my opinion, a top center in the league. There was a backcourt turnover, which was incredible. That was a stupid turnover. I mean, I guess it's still pretty darn good. He's still shooting the ball, but then James Harden with the 3-pointer, it's still abysmal. Norman Powell with the shot to put one into the back of net, plus the N1, and then 3 more free throws, 3 for 3 for Norman Powell, and halftime score would be 71-66. Third quarter, oh, I love the third quarter. It didn't start off well. At least I don't. I mean, it started off okay-ish, right? Kawhi Leonard with the pull-up shot, and then, okay, I gotta give this man up credit. I really gotta give him so much credit because he deserves it. Pelle Larsson had a amazing third quarter. He is dunking the basketball. He is committing turnovers against the Clippers, stealing the basketball from James Harden. He's one of those people that are initiating contracts. He's also partially responsible for the 5-second violation. He was everywhere in the third quarter. He was truly amazing. He was an amazing player. Pelle Larsson in the third quarter, he was awesome. And outside of that, Andrew Wiggins making a shot, Bam Adebayo with a 3-pointer, and the Heat recaptured the lead, and they were going on this pretty darn good run. And then there was a foul, which would be an N1, I believe, and then there was a take foul. There was a take foul from James Harden, I believe. Yeah, it was a take foul. Norman Powell gets that free throw in. And then Norman Powell, excuse me. Norman Powell is making these 3-pointers against his former team, and it's just awesome to watch. Bam with the shot in, missing the free throw and whatnot. But Pelle Larsson, another steal. This is against Derrick Jones Jr., which is awesome. But then he turns the ball over. But then he makes up for it by shooting a freaking 3-pointer, which was awesome. It's 94-83 now. David Mitchell with another shot in. Chris Dunn with a 3-point shot to make it 96-86. Andrew Wiggins with the shot in. This was a terrific third quarter all around. Awesome third quarter. And Khalil Ware with another alley-oop layup. Drew Smith with the driving layup. That third quarter score ends up being 103-95 for the Heat. We outscored them by 13. 37-24 Miami in the third quarter. But the fourth quarter, things got scary. I thought they were going to blow it. I thought, first and foremost, excuse me, I'm trying to clear my throat. Excuse me. I thought Bam had a really bad fourth quarter. I thought he had a terrible fourth quarter. His shot selection wasn't good. He's missing the shots that you have to make, and he's committing turnovers. I thought Bam had a terrible fourth quarter. And in the process of doing all that, the Lakers, the Clippers were making this comeback. Khalil Ware with the 22-foot jump. I thought he made a 3-pointer, but it turns out it was a 2-pointer. And then Chris Paul makes that 3-pointer to tie it up 105-105. And then from this point forward, there were chances for the Miami Heat to get something going. Okay? Clippers is turning the ball over to the Miami Heat. Yet we're shooting threes that we shouldn't shoot. We have a chance to drive in the paint because that's what we're good for. But we're not. And Bam is committing turnovers. Like with the Miami Heat, right? It's a flip 180. In the third quarter for Miami, they've committed 10 turnovers against the Clippers. Okay, 10 turnovers for the Miami Heat. That's awesome. You want to force them to make those turnovers to get the ball back to Miami. Miami is doing the opposite. We're turning the ball over in the fourth quarter. That ain't good. Not good. Eventually, John Collins with the dunk. By the way, I forgot to mention the inbound pass was awful for Fontecchio because, I mean, come on. Chris Dunn was right in front of you and you let it happen. Jovic with a good hustle and the offensive putback. So it's tied up 107-107. But then Andrew Wiggins, wide open, got it in, which is good. Kawhi Leonard with the 2-point shot. Impossible ones. Norman Powell, the driving layup. Paolo Larson, 1 for 2 in free throws. James Harden, the driving layup. Kawhi Leonard with the impossible shot. I mean, impossible shot. Tied up 113. And then another clutch shot for Andrew Wiggins to get the lead back up by 3. It's 116-113, and that was died off very quickly because James Harden with another long ball, and he gets it in 116-116. But Bam Adebayo with the pull-up shot, he gets it in, which is something you want from Bam. And then James Harden tries to do a behind-the-back pass, and Norman Powell takes the ball away. Zubac fouls. He argues, which is, you shouldn't argue that one because that is clear and obvious. 2 for 2 for Bam free throws. There you go, right? Clippers called timeout. Kawhi Leonard missed the three-pointer. Norman Powell with the big rebounds. Bam with a miss. And James Harden with another damn three-pointer. And now we're only up by 1, which is 120-119 at this point. Norman Powell then gets hit with a jump ball, which bullshit. That is a bullshit call because Zubac clearly hits the arm of Powell, clearly. But the referees didn't see it. They somehow missed it. And it remains a jump ball. Zubac easily wins the jump ball. And the Clippers have a chance to do something that they done the other night, which was a walk-off shot. Who did they give the ball to? Kawhi Leonard. He was double-teamed, pressured. There was 2 seconds left on the clock. He shoots the three-pointer, and I'm praying he wouldn't make it in. And that ball was just short. Davion Mitchell with the rebounds, and the clock hits 0. Oh, I could take a step back and say, thank goodness that he missed it. Miami then holds on with a 120-119 victory over the Los Angeles Clippers. Our first ever win in Inglewood, California. Yes, it's part of Los Angeles County, LA County. First victory at Intuit Dome. And it's a big one. Really big win for the Miami Heat. And it's, you know what? It's worth staying up for. It's worth staying up for. Now, when we look at the team stats, field goal percentage was pretty good. 45-83 for the Heat. That's 54.2%, which is a little bit higher than the Clippers. 44-88. 12-25 and three-pointers. Yeah. But Clippers was 17-41. Wow. For three-pointers. Free throws, 18-24. 14-19 in free throws. 44 rebounds for the Clippers. 37 rebounds for the Heat. They out-rebound us by 7. And most of those were, actually all of them. But most of those rebounds were offensive rebounds. There's a difference when you have Zubac and not Khalil Ware in. Assists, 33 assists for the Heat, 25 assists for the Clippers. The Clippers with one more steal. They have 13, we have 12. They have one more block than we do. They have 4, we have 3. Our largest lead was 13. Their largest lead was 11. But in the end, 1-point victory was enough for the Miami Heat. I'm shocked by this. Now let's look at the box score. Andrew Wiggins with 17 points, with 3 for 5 and three-pointers, 7 for 12 in field goals. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal in the block. Bam Adebayo, yes, he has 25 points, but he could have had a lot more in the fourth quarter. He had a bad fourth quarter. But he's 2 for 4 in three-pointers, 10 for 18 in field goals, 3 for 5 in free throws with 10 rebounds, so he has a double-double. All the rebounds were defensive rebounds. 4 assists, 2 steals. Norman Powell making his return. Has 21 points, 2 for 3 in three-pointers, 6 for 10 in field goals, perfect on the line, 7 for 7. with 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Davion Mitchell with 8 points, 4 for 9 in field goals. He did not make the N1 with 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals. And then Paolo Larson with just 7 points, 1 for 2 in three-pointer, 2 for 4 in field goals with 1 rebound, 3 assists, 3 steals. 3 steals. It was just awesome. He's also 2 for 4 in free throws. But that third quarter was a masterpiece for Paolo Larson. He was awesome. He was awesome in the third quarter. He has to give you context, he has a plus 11. Let me repeat. Paolo Larson is a second-round pick in the 2023 draft. 23, 24, I think it's 24, but you get what I'm trying to say. And he has a plus 11. A plus 11 for a 2024 round 2 draft. Incredible. Fontecchio off the bench with 11 points, with 2 for 4 in three-pointers, 4 for 6 in field goals with 1 rebound, 1 steal. Jaime Jaquez Jr. With only 6 points, but he's still doing fairly well. But Kalo Ware with 16 points, but yet 18 minutes. 2 for 2 three-pointers, 6 for 8 in field goals with 5 rebounds and 2 blocks. Come on, Spo, you gotta put him in more. LA Clippers, 27 points for Kawhi Leonard with 2 for 8 in three-pointers, 10 for 21 in field goals with 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. Derrick Jones Jr. with 12 points with 1 for 2 in three-pointers. By the way, Kawhi Leonard with 5 for 5 in free throws. I should point that out. 5 for 6 field goals for Derrick Jones Jr. with also 1 for 2 in free throws with 3 rebounds, 1 steal, and a block. Zubac with 9 points, with 4 for 9 field goals, 1 for 2 free throws, with 18 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and a block. He does not have a double-double. James Harden, 29 points, 6 for 10 in three-pointers, with 15 in field goals, 7 for 7 in free throws, with 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal. And then Bradley Beal with 12 points, 2 for 4 in three-pointers, 5 for 8 in field goals, with 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal. And then off the bench, John Collins with 12 points with 5 for 11 in field goals, 2 for 5 in three-pointers, with 3 rebounds, and Chris Dunn with 10 points, with 4 for 6 in field goals, 2 for 2 with three-pointers, with 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. There you have it. 4 for 3 in the season. We handed the Clippers first home loss of the season. Miami Heat's next game is on Wednesday against the Denver Nuggets. That might be a different story. We just simply do not play well against the Denver Nuggets. Like, our last time we won against the Denver Nuggets, yeah, it was a 2023 NBA Finals. It was Game 2. We made that comeback with Duncan Robinson's three-pointing machine. But over the years, we have not played well against the Denver Nuggets. We just don't play well against the Denver Nuggets. I like to see us with a different story. Because right now the Nuggets are also perfect at home at this time of recording. They're 4 for 2 this season. Their only loss, one of the losses in the last 5 games against the Portland Trail Blazers. That was with, we'll see what happens. There were a couple of blowouts, but then there was a game that was close. But I don't know. I'm just hoping we don't lose in the blowouts at Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado. Maybe the Heat could somehow pull a ridiculous upset of a lifetime. Matchup predictor says 71.2% predictor says Denver is going to have this one. And I don't blame them because Denver has our number most of every single time. Hopefully it's different. But anyway, guys. There you go. That's gonna do it for this one. There we go. That's gonna do it for this one. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content because Miami Team's years are back. And what he does, he provides the entertainment you deserve. Great win for the Miami Heat. As always, let's go Heat. This is my 6th video of the day, and I'm still sick. Hopefully I get better soon. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye night.